Objective Geology, multiple choice questions with answers. This is the solved question paper of Ph.D. entrance 2019 Central University question paper, and I hope this solved question paper is useful for various competitive exams like CSR, NET, GATE, GSI and other exams. Welcome to set 1. All these attempt to be very straightforward questions. The first question: the difference between the equatorial and polar diameters of the Earth is A. 21 kilometers, B. 28 kilometers, and C. 43 kilometers, and D. 56 kilometers. The correct option is C. 43 kilometers. The difference between the equatorial and polar diameters of the Earth is approximately 43 kilometers. The equatorial diameter, which is the distance across the Earth at the equator, it is about 12,756 kilometers. And the polar diameter, which is the same, which is the distance from North Pole to South Pole, it is about 12,714 kilometers. So that's why the difference is 43 kilometers. C is the correct option. Next question. The average thickness of the continental crust is about A. 5 to 10 kilometers, B. 35 to 40 kilometers, and C. 100 to 200 kilometers, and D. 1000 to 2000 kilometers. So the correct option is 35 to 40 kilometers. The average thickness of the continental crust is approximately 35 to 40 kilometers. This is significantly thicker than the oceanic crust, which averages around 7 kilometers. Next question. Which gas makes up the majority of our atmosphere? A. Nitrogen, B. Carbon dioxide, C. Oxygen, and D. Water vapor. Obviously, nitrogen is the most abundant gas in the Earth's atmosphere, and it makes up approximately 78% of the atmosphere by volume. Next question. Carbon dioxide makes up about how much percent of the Earth's atmosphere? A. 0.1%, B. 1%, C. 10%, and D. 25%. Carbon dioxide makes up about 0.1% of the Earth's atmosphere. Actually, it makes carbon dioxide, it makes up about 0.04% of the atmosphere. So here from the choices, we have to pick the choice like A, that is 0.1%. Next question. What is the freshwater percentage of the Earth? A. 50%, B. 22%, C. 7%, and D. 3%. The freshwater percentage of the Earth is only 3%, while the remaining 97.5% it is of salt water. Of that freshwater, a significant portion, around 69%, it is locked up in glaciers and ice caps, making it inaccessible for immediate use. Next question. What is the age of the Earth? Very simple, straightforward question. A. 3.5 billion years, B. 3.7 billion years, and C. 4.5 billion years, and D. 5.5 billion years. Age of the Earth, it is about 4.5 billion years. Scientists think that about by 4.3 billion years ago, Earth may have developed conditions suitable to the support life. And the oldest known fossils, however, these are only about 3.7 billion years old. Next question. When liquid water freezes, A. It does not change in volume, B. It decreases in volume, C. It expands by 5% in volume, and D. It expands by 9% in volume. When liquid water freezes, it expands 9% in volume. This expansion, it is a key factor in why ice floats on water, and it can cause issues like bursting pipes or cracked bottles in the freezer. Next question. Chemical composition of quartz is A. SiO2, B. Al2O3, C. Fe2O3, and D. MnO. The correct option is A. SiO2. So this is quartz. Quartz, it is a hard crystalline mineral that is a major component of rocks and sand, while pure quartz, it is colorless, and impurities can cause a variety of colors. Subduction. Next question. Subduction zone related to A. Divergent boundary, B. Conservative boundary, C. Transform fault, and D. Convergent boundary. Subduction zone, it is related to convergent boundary. A subduction zone is a specific area where one tectonic plate slides beneath another at a convergent boundary, and this process occurs because one plate, it is denser or cooler than the other, causing it to descend into the mantle. Subduction zone is related to convergent boundary. D is the correct option. Next question. Lamprophires generally occur as A. Batholiths, B. dikes and sills, C. plutons, and D. laccolith. Lamprophires, they generally occur as dikes and sills. These are often found in the form of a narrow dikes and thin sills. Additionally, they can be found as marginal facies of larger plutonic intrusions. Next question. Process of transformation of existing rocks is known as A. abyssalism, B. hypabyssal, and C. metamorphism, and D. slope failure. Process of transformation of existing rocks is known as metamorphism. This process involves change in the mineral composition or structure of a rock due to factors like heat, pressure, and chemically active fluids. Metamorphism results in the formation of metamorphic rocks from existing rock types, which may be igneous, sedimentary, or even other metamorphic rocks. Next question. Batholiths are generally associated with A. Island arcs, B. Folded structures, C. Earthquake zones, and D. Orogenic belts. Batholiths are generally associated with orogenic belts. Orogenic belts are linear regions of deformation where continental crust is thickened and deformed, and batholiths are large intrusive igneous rocks, and these are found within these belts. Next question. Body waves consists of the waves A. P waves only, B. S waves only, C. P and S waves, D. Surface waves. Body waves consist of both P and S waves. And these P waves are faster and travel through solids, liquids, and gases, while S waves are slower and they only travel through solids. Next question. Which geological concept is described by present is key to the past? A. Catastrophism, B. Aristotelian logic, C. Biblical prophecy, D. Uniformitarianism. The present is key to the past. It is a well-known saying that it summarizes the concept of uniformitarianism. Uniformitarianism in geology is the principle that past geological events and processes were similar to those occurring today, and that these processes are gradual and operate at consistent rates. Next question. Choose the odd one out. A. Mud flow, B. Volcanism, C. Debris avalanche, and D. Earth flow. Obviously, B. Volcanism is the odd man out because mud flow, debris avalanche, and earth flow, all these are related to landslides. Next question. Meander is related to A. River, B. Ocean, C. Lake, and D. Sea. Meander, it is related to the river. Meanders are a type of bend or curve found in the rivers, particularly in the middle of lower courses. They are a natural feature that forms as a river erodes and deposits sediments, creating a winding or sinuous channel. Next option. The word tsunami means A. Sea waves, B. Large sea waves caused due to earthquakes, C. Harbor waves, and D. Shallow waves. The correct option is B. Large sea waves caused due to earthquake. Tsunamis are giant waves caused by earthquakes or volcanic eruptions under the sea. Out in the depths of the ocean, tsunami waves they do not dramatically increase in height, but as the waves travel inland, they build up to higher and higher heights as the depth of the ocean decreases. Next question. New seafloor is created at A. Deep sea trench, B. Subduction zone, C. Transform fault, and D. Mid-oceanic ridge. New seafloor it is created in the mid-oceanic ridge. So these are also known as MORs. This process is known as seafloor spreading. It occurs where tectonic plates are moving apart at diverging plate boundaries. As the plates separate, magma rises from the Earth's mantle, erupts into the seafloor, and cools to form a new ocean crust. And this new crust then pushes older crust away from the ridge, causing the seafloor to spread outward over time. New ocean floor is created at mid-oceanic ridge. Next question. The point just below the epicenter of an earthquake is called A. Focus, B. Isoseismal line, C. Richter line, and D. Isohydraulic line. The point directly or just below the epicenter of an earthquake is called as the focus or hypocenter. It is the point where earthquake rupture actually begins, and it is located within the Earth's crust or mantle. Next question. The theory of continental drift was proposed by A. Charles Darwin, B. Harry Hess, C. Alfred Wegener, and D. J. Tujo Wilson. The theory of continental drift it was proposed by Alfred Wegener, a German scientist. He first put forward the idea in 1912, suggesting that the continents were once joined together in a supercontinent called Pangaea and have since drifted apart over geological time. Hope you have followed the content and the questions. See you in the next video. Hope you can subscribe and like and share. Thank you for your time.